ahead and reconvene. Next up, we have the Community and Economic Development Committee, and that is chaired by April Barker.
It's my first committee, and it's you, so I'm so excited that this is coming forward. So I am here with the, let's see, who am I here with? I'm the chair of the Community and Economic Development, and I have with me today, Jean, are you going to fill in, or is it Jean's going to fill in? Okay, and Michael, Council Member Lillquist. That's Mike. So Sustainable Connections Executive Director Derek Long will provide an update on the organization's current activity and future projects, and welcome.
Thank you very much. Thanks. Yeah, as April said, I'm Derek Long, Executive Director of Sustainable Connections. I'm here to update you on one of the key partnerships between the City of Bellingham and Sustainable Connections for economic development is Think Local First and Eat Local First for the food and farming program. I'm going to touch on a few other quick things as well, but I want to set the context for this presentation with how this work connects to your strategic commitments. And so those, a few of the key ones are up on the screen now. Thriving economy across all sectors, making sure that we recognize and get great performance not only economically but environmentally and socially as well. Create conditions to encourage public-private investment, foster a vibrant downtown and other commercial centers, and preserve farmland in the agricultural economy. Before I do, I want to quickly, I can't do a presentation without hitting on the Energy Prize real quick, and I want to thank again the City Council for giving Mark Gardner the freedom to apply on behalf of the City of Bellingham and, convene a great team to work on this National Energy Prize. But I want to give you a quick update and also thank Kelly for the proclamation making this year Energy Year. This national competition has $5 million on the line. Bellingham is tied for 4th in the nation right now. Millions of dollars saved in energy, lots of carbon saved. I want you to meet the competition, though. You notice a nice cluster up there: Bellingham, Anacortes, San Juan, Bellevue. We're tied for 4th. Bellevue's one of the 4th place contenders right now. Anacortes is tied for 7th and working hard. This is really exciting, and one of the things I wanted to call your attention to about this is that the rankings so far are only based on energy, the overall energy score, the amount of energy we're saving in municipal buildings, schools, and homes. But the overall score, that's only worth 25% of the points. The reason I think we're likely to win this campaign or this competition is because of all the other scoring criteria where we excel. In innovation, in collaboration, in our partnerships with Western and the public school district for education. It's really a broad-based collaborative project, and I think we're going to do really well. So go to bellinghamenergyprize.org. We have 400 accounts. We just started promoting it when you made the proclamation on February 9th. 400 accounts already at energyprize.org, learning how to save energy and help us win. It's fantastic. I wanted to also call your attention to the Kapow 2 is April 21st down at the Mount Baker Theater. You guys remember this last year? People in superhero costumes talking about placemaking, presenting winning ideas. One of the winning ideas that the mayor noted and the crowd noted was a commercial street night market. This auto timer's blowing a few of my punchlines, but the commercial street night market was the mayor's choice. And this connects to thriving downtowns, and several of the neighboring businesses of this night market noted that they set record-breaking sales nights. So it's nice to see vibrancy and people downtown. It's also nice to see them supporting the businesses in those in the area. The Downtown Bellingham Partnership is going to do a bang-up job of rolling out the night market this year. It was a nice pass-off to a great organization, and we can't wait to see what comes from Kapow 2 this year. This is just how cute it looks when you do close-ups of the night market crowd. Quickly, the food and farming program. Part of our contract supports the food and farming program in the sustainable or the strategic commitments to protect farmland and grow the agricultural economy. So what's key about this photo is that these are farmers, produce managers, and chefs doing deals out in the field, which is great. Sometimes we hook these people up to do deals in offices. Sometimes we hook them up in conferences. And sometimes they hook up on the fields and understand each other's businesses and how to do more business together. That food and farming program connects those producers and wholesale buyers. We do a lot of promotion publicly to drive demand for local food and food businesses. We do a farmer training and mentoring programs called Food to Bank On to train the next generation of farmers. And there's a lot of collaboration with partnering organizations. This shows a level of engagement and commitment. This photo here that you'll see a little bit more of in some of the numbers that I'm going to present too, but these are chefs, one who runs Western's food service company, another one who's a chef that does value-added food production, another one who's a chef of a single establishment, but a whole range of chefs operating at different scales, volunteering on a weekend to do a fundraiser for the food and farming program. So they want to raise money to even deepen the impact beyond just running their businesses and buying local. So here's some impacts of the program. This is from the survey we just finished up on 2015 impact, and 69 businesses responded. Half of them were farmers and fishermen, and producers and processors. 38% were wholesale buyers. And the things I want to point out in the middle there, you can see that in 2012, only 33 wholesale buyers were officially part of the Eat Local First program. That's grown to 73 wholesale buyers. This is like a Hagen's wholesale or produce manager all the way down to chefs at one establishment. So the growth has been strong. 40% of their food budget is now reported to be purchased locally. And 100% of the buyers in this survey have said they're aware of the Eat Local First campaign and they use the materials, and that it encourages them to buy more from local producers. These are some photos of our farmers. And one of the nice things that jumps out at me is they're all growing. They're of different age groups as well. So what did some of the farmers say? 70% of the producers say that the market for their products is growing every year. And 87% of the respondents said that they're investing in producing more this year to meet the increasing demand. This is exactly what we want to see. Before I move on, I want to talk a little bit about how a Think Local First strategy leads to businesses scaling up and serving larger and larger markets. Acme Foods is one example of a business that started with great values, great business practices right here in this market, and was loved by our local market, so much so that they could scale up and serve the Seattle market. And just this spring started serving the Portland market as well. They're up to 16 employees. And so a Think Local First economic development strategy can lead to significant scale and regional economic impact. Quick few points on Think Local First. How do you create a brand that has 70% recognition, catches people's attention, and changes behavior? Well, it takes a lot of work and like 14 years of investment in that brand, and this is the Think Local First brand. And some of the images that pop out at me are you get fun people in community events, engaging people like the Be Local Bees and the Bellingham Traverse, right? You get the prize wheel and you go out to all these community events and you give away great T-shirts, stickers, buttons that people love to wear, and you get your message out that way. We partnered for the last 5 years with the Institute for Local Self-Reliance to help them with a national study on the impact of buy local campaigns. And one of the key takeaways from that campaign is that thousands of businesses surveyed. From this national survey, businesses in communities that have Think Local First or Buy Local campaigns had average revenue growth of 7.4%. Businesses without buy local campaigns only grew 4.2%. We see a 3% plus more gap between communities with and those without every single year for the last 5 years. 50 or 2/3 of the businesses that participate in this campaign say it leads to more collaboration, purchasing, and mutual support among local businesses. And these are just more photos of great marketing to drive the behavior we want to see, which is spend your money here, right? And spend it with local businesses. And one of the new wrinkles we added last year is that people are craving a chance to see business in a different way. And so we did some behind-the-scenes tours that drew hundreds of people, scratch and peck feeds, hundreds of people going through the food co-op's new kitchen and bakery, hundreds of people turning out, Rag Finery, iTech Solar. People want to see how solar panels are made right here in Bellingham. It's awesome. And then the last thing I've got for you is we spend a lot of time talking to local business owners about what would be effective to help them do better marketing, get more customers. And the coupon book was in such demand that we brought it back again this year. So we're printing 3,000 copies. Whoops. And those will be distributed in the beginning of April. And so that's my update. And I hope I was short enough to take questions if you guys have any.
Great, thank you so much. Anybody have any questions?
I serve on this board on Sustainable Connections, and although it's just been a short time, I'm just really impressed by your leadership and by the staff's commitments to help local businesses thrive. And this local emphasis campaign is very helpful. Most of these businesses are small businesses, and that when you look at the numbers, if without the buy local component, they're almost at half of what the businesses have when they embrace this concept. So it's just outstanding work, and thank you for presenting to us today.
Councilmember Rosenquist.
I just want to say thank you, Derek, to you and the rest of the staff there. What I like about Sustainable Connections is the nice way that it provides an interface between government and the private sector. That the way we do economic development is kind of by subtle and indirect means, and I think it's through programs like what Sustainable Connections does, the city can have an amplified effect rather than trying to intervene, directly and explicitly. I just think this is a really good model.
So the energyprice.org, where we had 400 people sign up, we're going for 5,000, right?
We're going for 5,000.
5,000 to get signed. So we need a lot more
we've got
people
about
to sign up.
2,400.
Okay.
Yeah, over the years we had 1,300 homes through the Community Energy Challenge.
Okay.
I think like 600 homes through PSC's Home Print program, several hundred homes through the Opportunity Council's low-income weatherization program. We're adding on to that with the Bellingham Energy Prize.org accounts that are setting. And so our goal is to get to 3,000 new ones, right? And we've got 400. So
right.
By the end of the year.
By the end of the year.
And to get $5 million to invest in more energy savings and economic development. Right, Jean? We'll get that $5 million?
Well, thank you so much. And I attended one of your Solarize Wacom.
Yeah.
And we're getting solar in April. So
Thank you
very
April.
much. And I love all of what you guys do.
Thanks.
Look forward to seeing you again.